As we've begun going down the road, telling Emmy's story and what she's facing with pancreatitis, the fear that I have oftentimes is that what people see is this very cute, vibrant 3-year-old child. And while that's true, when she has a flare-up, she's really sick. And it's an extraordinarily painful disease. Well, being 3 years old, she has no ability to communicate that. What I wanted to do is, through telling a little bit of my story and sharing the story of a few adult friends who've been down the road that Emmy's going down, we can communicate just how difficult her road is. With Steve and his wife Debbie, the big challenge that it seemed like he was always overcoming was with the constant setbacks. You'd think you were getting much better, and it turned out it was a step forward and 2 steps back.
We were back in the hospital numerous times with him. He'd get a little bit better, and then he'd have a situation where a tubing would go wrong or something, or he would have a bleed, or he would have something, and we would be back in the hospital for 2 weeks. So it was many trips back and forth, yeah. Very
similar to what Emmy is facing. There are so many steps forward. You think she's doing much better, and it turns out you get these reminders of just how sick she is, just what a long road she has ahead of her.
Pain is becoming more
intense
and more global. It's not just back, it's the belly, it's her chest, she complains of shoulders hurting now.
The worst part about pancreatitis is it's not just a pain thing. The vomiting, the headaches, the non-energy, it's everything combined that you feel, and you don't know when it's going to get worse or if it's going to get better. I fought this battle for years. It's finally going to get easier, right? Because you always get to that point where you can't take anymore. And I felt like this was finally that point.
Nicole was young when she faced her pancreatitis, albeit not near as young as Emily is right now. She went up to the University of Minnesota and had the very same islet cell transplant and pancreatectomy that Emily is going to be having. Her road was a long and difficult one.
Well, now you have chronic pancreatitis, so you won't see 50. You're not going to have children. You need to start now accepting that your life isn't going to go on. It is the most god-awful feeling that you have. It's in the middle of your stomach, the worst stabbing mixed with wave-like pain that will radiate anywhere to your body. It'll go down your planks, it'll go in your shoulder blades, it'll go anywhere it wants, and it'll be such a debilitating pain that you can't stand up. You're obviously throwing up from that amount of pain, and there's nothing that touches it and gets rid of it. So for 10 years, it's just a matter of, can you get it low enough and tolerate it enough that you can kind of get through?
When she says, I'm going to throw up, the pain is so intense, it causes the vomiting. It's unreachable for us to control the pain at home. And that's even on pain meds that she's on every day's routine just to keep her at a level of comfort. But then we give her additional pain meds on top of that when her pain isn't controlled with that. And when you give her a really strong opiate pain med like Dilaudid, 20 minutes later, she's just thrashing around in pain because it's really supposed to help and last for 4 hours. You know it's beyond your control, and she needs help. We need to take her.
Just seeing her sick and laying in a hospital bed, it makes me feel worried. I don't know, I just have a feeling in my body that someday it's not going to turn out so well.